Hi, my name's Jenna Nesbitt, and I'm the founder of Time Being Creative. We create handmade items from repurposed materials that we find secondhand throughout Portland and also in our own personal collection. I've always been a maker, a crafts person at heart. I love coming up with new ideas and prototyping and seeing if these ideas make sense as a business. And so this year I was trying to come up with the best idea for gifts for all my family and friends. And I had been really interested in notebooks and stationery. And I knew I would make everybody Christmas cards, so it wasn't like I was going to do that. So I decided to try notebooks. And I had been making Christmas cards by sewing fabric on the outside of them for several years. And so it was kind of a natural progression for me to be able to take the cards and turn them into notebooks. And so I tested adding one piece of paper at a time to see how much my 1947 Singer sewing machine could take. And once I figured that out, I was able to realize that I was making substantial notebooks with almost 50 pages from really cool papers that I had repurposed, everything from maps to old magazines and music books. And then the covers were really cool vintage fabrics that I had acquired over the years. I've always held on to old magazines and things to just inspire myself. And now I'm excited that I can repurpose those things that have always been so inspiring to me and share them with other people and allow them to have a notebook that they can open up to a page and be surprised by whatever they find there, and who knows where their thoughts will take them. Once I find the materials that inspire me, whether it's the fabric or the paper I'm going to put inside, I then go through the process of cutting everything down with a paper cutter. It's a little labor intensive, but it's a good activity for when you're watching a movie or you're just hanging out with friends. And so I cut all the paper down to two sizes, because I have two sizes of notebooks that I make, and then I organize them based on what they look like. So maps are together, colored papers, ruled papers, whatever it might be. And so after I have all the paper cut, I cut the covers and round the corners. That's an important part. And then I adhere a fabric to it, to the cover, and stitch around the edges. Seal it, make sure that the fabric doesn't fray or anything like that. And then after that I take an inner liner. And this is usually, it could be an old piece from a game or a map or a magazine or whatever I think really goes well with the cover. And so I glue that in. And then I decide on my paper. And so after I have the pages assembled in an order that I like, I run them through the sewing machine, which is, a careful process because I have to be sure to be right on the center spine. But then after that, it's really just a breeze. I fold them all down, put a couple rubber bands on them to help them lay flat, and let them sit overnight. And then by the next morning, they're good and ready to go. You can find me on Instagram. My personal Instagram account is @TimeBeing, and then the business account is @TimeBeingCreative. You can also visit my website at www.timebeingcreative.com.